Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's your boy, the Beanie Boy, not Dave Meltzer, but your fave Meltzer, the South African Wrestling Observer, and we're back with yet another Stomp Wrestling video. And as you can see, the King is back. The Jungle King is back, joining us on Stomp. Welcome to Mpho, the Jungle King, the fire of pro wrestling, the standard bearer himself. As you read by the title of the video, we are predicting or giving our predictions for the SummerSlam pay-per-view, the hottest event of the summer. We're South Africans, so we can watch it. Other countries can't watch it. Shame. But that's not the point. That's not the point. That's not the point. We've got Mr. WrestleDrop himself, Ricardo, and we've got both filtered and unfiltered Mr. MPKH. What's up, lads? What's up?
Let's go.
Let's go.
So let's start with the first match on this list. We got the Mysterios versus Judgment Day in a no disqualification tag match. Interesting. I think they could have done so much more with this. So much more with this. We should have got Finn Balor versus AJ Styles. We should not be seeing this match.
Or Finn Balor versus Edge. But hey, I digress.
Did we not see this match on Raw like a couple weeks ago?
Well, it wasn't a no DQ match. It was just a regular tag.
We still saw it though. So it's a repeat of a Raw match a couple weeks ago.
What, Styles and Balor?
No, the Mysterios versus Judgment Day.
Oh, well,
but that was a normal tag.
Yeah, exactly. Like the normal tag team match was on Raw like this Monday at Madison Square Garden. But before that, it was like Rey Mysterio against Priest and Balor with Dominic on the side there cheering his.
So who do you guys think's winning?
Judgment Day.
Yeah, I mean they have to do something with that group to make them feel important again.
Yeah, they have to win.
And now with Rhea Ripley coming back, right? On Raw, as we saw, I really don't see any other outcome besides Judgment Day winning.
I actually didn't mind Judgment Day on Raw this week with Rhea back. Rhea gave like a whole different vibe to the faction again.
She's more of a leader than Finn is.
Yeah, I'd say.
Is Dom turning?
I don't know.
We'll just have to wait and see.
Is Edge returning?
Okay, that's a big question right there. Okay, we've been seeing all these vignettes like from Money in the Bank up until now. I mean, you all know it's Edge, but I think he does pull up at SummerSlam. Who he teams up with, that remains to be seen.
I think he just appears because with a no DQ, Rhea's obviously going to get involved, and I think Edge will be there to even the score. Not really do anything to Rhea, but just even it up. I think that's what will happen.
So how does Judgment Day go over if Edge is coming back to help the Mysterio?
Could be,
which is the assumption. Obviously.
True. I don't know, because even if they win and Edge returns, that kind of diminishes their win. Even if Judgment Day wins.
Yeah.
Because nobody will remember the fact that they won.
Exactly.
Yeah. And speaking of Edge, guys, everybody's been talking that Edge potentially could be bringing someone with him. And the main thought of who Edge is going to bring with, if he does bring someone with, is Bray Wyatt. What do you guys think of that?
Oh, well, I pray for Bray Wyatt to show up, but I don't want to sell myself right there.
I don't think it's happening.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
the Bray Wyatt fan in me is begging for it, but I doubt it's happening.
Yep. And he's a master troll, and he's been trolling for so long that you kind of grow tired of it.
Yeah.
Kind of grow tired of it, and you think, this guy, he's not going to do anything. We'll talk.
Okay, so we're all saying Judgment Day.
What? Yep, Judgment Day. But another thing, Triple H said that since this is his first pay-per-view under his creative control, he's going to go out with something big. So maybe a wide return could be that big thing.
Maybe. Okay, so the next match we got Logan Paul versus The Miz.
And Ciampa.
I don't care. The Miz is gonna win this, obviously.
I don't think so.
I see
Mr.
Logan Paul
MKM
taking this
wrestling.
dub.
Yeah, I
Not
see
gonna
Logan
lie.
winning.
Logan is
As much as I
definitely
don't
winning.
want it, it's going to happen.
I see Ciampa getting involved and costing the match for Miz.
Yo, Ciampa has been meat riding so long.
That's
now.
what I hope he costs the match for Miz, and then Triple H does something with Ciampa. That's what I'm hoping for.
And then
Yeah,
we
because-
The
see,
win so team
and
back,
then
by
we
the
see,
way.
and then we see the Miz versus Ciampa.
Yeah, that's what I'm
I would-
hoping for.
Exactly.
That would be nice. That would be nice.
Yeah. And
So I
Ciampa
say-
is a recognized star, guys. Well,
Yeah,
in
exactly.
Triple H's mind, he's a recognized star. He can
And-
cut promos to save his life. He's good in the ring. He can carry a feud. He just needs to stop meat riding Miz, and he'll be good.
So
Yeah,
what we're saying, let's
basically.
go around the table. Who is saying? I'm saying Logan Paul's winning.
Logan
I say,
Paul.
look,
Me too. I have to say Logan Paul.
Whatever
Mm.
happens, happens.
Listen,
You don't really
That's
care.
the one match I don't give a care about. But fine, Logan Paul, whatever.
Logan Paul.
All right,
Wow,
next up we
okay.
got
what a waste of Miz's talents. Oh my god.
what a waste
Oh,
of
at least,
Ciampa's
at
talents.
least, yeah, that too. And truth be told, Logan Paul, I can tolerate him more than his brother. Let's just get that out there.
Yeah,
What?
true.
Okay,
Next up we got
next match.
Bianca Belair versus Becky Lynch for the Raw Women's Championship.
Bianca
A
has to win.
WrestleMania rematch.
Oh, Becky
Bianca
Lynch
must
will
win.
win
This
this.
should be interesting.
I'm joking. Bianca is just to win this.
I think
Here's my
I think
what I
Becky's
think.
gonna win.
No, thank you.
Oh.
No ways.
I don't
We
want it
riot.
to happen,
No.
but I think Becky's
Remember
gonna
what
win.
Ryan.
happened last year? Remember what
We
happened
Ryan.
last year? No, thank you.
Oh,
Watch. When
cannot have a
Becky wins,
repeat.
I'm waiting for your apologies.
The way
I'll be waiting for
Becky
you.
wins, we riot.
Like
yeah.
the back of my
Wins,
mind
in
is
a
thinking,
quick win.
bro. Like the back of my mind is thinking, bro. If Bianca loses this match at SummerSlam again to to Becky, all hell is gonna break loose.
Bro.
Yeah.
Yo,
It's in the
bro.
back of my head. I want Bianca to
If
win.
Becky wins, we riot. This
This-
is ECW 2006.
Yes.
Somebody
guys-
get that sign. Somebody
you
get
got-
that sign and put Bianca's name on it. If Bianca loses, we riot. Or if Becky wins, we riot.
You guys think this could be match of the
But-
night?
Well, okay, they were a good match of the night candidate at WrestleMania, so I have all hopes that they can do it again.
Nah, I don't think so.
Just that Bianca wins again. That's what I want.
Plus the chemistry's there.
Chemistry's there,
So let's get that out the way.
but I think
Damn
they did.
right.
I mean,
I think they did all they could at WrestleMania. So I don't know if it'll top that.
I won't lie though, like the go home segment
It'll be-
for the match on Raw. Hype me up for the match even more. Just
Yeah.
Bianca must
Yeah.
win, guys. Bianca must
or
win.
how about what if we see Bianca squashing Becky? in
Yes, I
10
want that to happen. I want that to fucking happen.
What's going on?
I will laugh my socks off. I will laugh if that happens.
Okay.
Oh, so many Becky fans will be mad.
So I'm saying Becky. You
I
guys are
don't
all
care
saying
about the
Bianca.
defense, by the way.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
Okay.
Bianca all the
EST's
way.
gotta win that match for the culture. All right.
Next up, we got Liv Morgan versus Ronda Rousey.
Liv Morgan has to win. I'm sorry.
If Liv loses, we
Queen
riot.
Liv.
Bro, Liv Morgan needs this dog.
Yeah.
I know.
She's already beaten Ronda Rousey once.
So is Charlotte
But
coming
now
back?
she has to hit the finisher for the
I
second
hope
time.
not.
I think
Charlotte,
Charlotte's
yeah.
Charlotte's coming back to help Liv, not
Oh.
purposely help Liv, but rather stop Ronda from winning.
I'm
I
against
swear to God.
everything
Because
you just
put
said.
her-
I don't see Liv beating Ronda clean. I don't see it.
She has
Put-
to.
I don't see
She
If
it.
they
has
put Charlotte
got
in
a-
a
Stamp
world
herself
title
got a
as a
point.
again.
champion.
I don't see
Got a
To
it.
point.
stamp herself as a credible champion, she has to beat
But I
Ronda clean.
Don't see them doing it. I don't see it.
And Ronda was the one
Then what's the
advocating
point
for
of giving
beat
Liv
her,
to
so-
strap?
Because she's an
Exactly.
underdog
What
champion.
happens to the
She's an
next-
underdog champion. That takes her whole.
Yeah.
What is she there after if she's beaten a former UFC champion clean? Like then she's not an
She's a
underdog
credible
champion.
champion.
But she's
Yeah,
not the
she's a
underdog
credible
champion.
smack-
Against Charlotte and she'll have a chance. can
Liv-
put her up
Liv-
against the biggest heels.
Liv will always be an underdog
And she'll have a
champion.
chance.
She's never gonna be a mainstay in the women's division as a champion. She's always gonna be an underdog, in my opinion. It's not what I want, but it's what it's gonna be. That's what I think. Kind of
needs to
like
go,
a
but-
Rey Mysterio role, where he's always an underdog. That's what I think.
But he did become a legend off of doing that. I will
Exactly. There's nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. You need those characters. But I just feel she's not gonna beat Ronda clean. She'll beat other people like
look-
Natalya, like Shotzi, like whoever else clean in a run, but
But Ronda Rousey
yeah.
losing clean twice to Liv Morgan. Hey, sure, it builds Liv, but what does it do for Ronda?
I don't think it affects
Personally,
My
Ronda.
issue is
I don't
my
care
issue
about her.
is if Charlotte comes and assists
I'm
Liv,
playing with you.
then we're not going to take her seriously when they have to face.
Exactly.
And then
It's
Does
like,
that mean Charlotte
yeah.
goes over? Does that mean Charlotte
No.
will go over?
I
Inevitably.
hope not.
Probably.
I hope not.
Probably.
I'm sick of
Liv
it.
has to lose
Lord
at some
knows
point.
how people are gonna act if Charlotte wins the belt again. Oh,
It's not what
Liv
I want.
been
I'm just
continuously
talking.
over since 2015. Since 2015, she's
Alright,
been in the top spot continuously. I'm sick of it. It's gotta stop.
I'm also sick of it. I'm not
Alright.
talking from what I want. I'm talking from like
I get you.
a realistic point of view.
And yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. And I get that. I'm just saying, enough has to be enough now. And I'm sure Triple H has to realize that as much as we do.
Yeah.
So I'm still going with Liv. Hopefully, it's a clean victory for Liv.
I'd love it if it was that. I'd love it if it was that.
I would,
So we're all
I
saying
would
Liv.
jump
And back
good if that happens. Liv
and back
Seattle
and back
for
on
clean.
Rousey, guys. Yeah, and guys, back on Rousey. Something I don't know what it is with her, right? Whether it's the promos or just like her attitude in that ring, but it gives me the sense that she doesn't want to be there. You know what I'm saying? Like she's just there
Yeah, I've also
for
noticed.
I got a question for you guys.
like there for the paychecks and all that. You know?
Has she improved since that match, her first match at WrestleMania? In the ring, has she improved?
Oh,
Or is it
she
the
was
exact
better in the
same?
first match.
Or is it the
now.
exact same style, the exact same moves, the exact same 10 moves?
She's gone worse.
Arguably gotten worse. Exactly.
She's gone worse.
She hasn't improved.
Ouch.
It's either
She's gone back.
it's like she's had like what's it called? Let's put it in like in a graph perspective, right? Eventually, like when a wrestler gets into the business, they either up their skills from rookie to professional to god tier of wrestling. It's with
Right.
Ronda, right? With Ronda, she's been an MMA fighter for most of her life, and now she just really started transitioning into wrestling. So MMA, she's like up here. Wrestling, she's been like average levels, and then like a slow and steady decline over these years. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's what I don't appreciate. That's what I don't appreciate about her. Do I think she's a good athlete? Yeah, of course. It's Ronda, but to be a wrestler, right, in the world of WWE, I don't think she really fit the mold very well.
She needs to turn
They
heel.
should bring
That's
Kurt
what I
Angle
think.
back just to train her again.
Let her turn heel. That's what I think. Let her
She,
turn
hasn't
heel.
she?
Mm.
She's not. She
We've
hasn't
seen
been
how
full on heel.
Ronda works.
She hasn't been full on heel.
Well, no, she was heel on the road to WrestleMania 35.
She was a
but,
tweener. She wasn't full on heel though, because she had beef with Charlotte, who was a heel, and she had beef with Becky, who was a face.
And she had beef with the fans who didn't care to see her at all.
It was like a whole like, what is she type of situation. You're right. But she wasn't full on heel though. That's the thing.
Yeah, the audience turned her heel.
Yeah.
But I see what you're saying.
Okay, so the
I see
next
what you're saying.
match we got the
So, yeah.
Usos versus the Street Profits with
Special
Jeff
guest
Jarrett
ref.
as a special
as
guest
special guest
referee.
referee.
I'm not gonna lie, I really thought this tag match would have some sort of stipulation, like maybe tables or like TLC, but special guest ref. I see what they're trying to do, right? I see what they're trying to do
I
after
don't.
the Money in the Bank incident, because the ref counted 3 while Montez's shoulder was up for all 3 counts. But also at the same time, I feel like to blow off a feud like this between Usos and the Prophet, like some broad stipulation has to be afoot here. Like
Yeah.
So like a stripe, like.
I get you.
Especially considering
get
how
you.
good their last match was. Like, to top
True,
that,
true.
stipulation would really end
It
off
would
the
have
feud.
actually
What
done
is
a
Jeff
lot.
Jarrett doing in that match?
I don't
Why
mind Jeff Jarrett. I don't mind seeing Jeff Jarrett
Why
on my
him?
TV. Because it's Nashville. And everybody knows
Nashville.
Jeff Jarrett in Nashville.
I mean, it kind of makes sense. So
Yeah, it
I
does.
really don't
That's
mind.
like whenever. Huh? What's that?
Because they're in Nashville.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of
Nashville,
like
Tennessee.
whenever they in
So if it
Memphis,
was in
Jerry Lawler
Texas,
comes
Stone
out.
Cold would have been special guest referee.
Probably.
That's
why he was
that's
there at
exactly what we're
WrestleMania.
trying to- That's
So-
the kind of point.
It's just for a pop. Let the crowd enjoy
Yeah.
something. I get it. Don't look too
Yeah, me
much
too.
into it.
Onto the match itself. Hey,
Right.
Usos
The
are winning.
the thing is,
Oh, please no.
Usos always
They have
lose on weekly TV, but when Roman's around, they win.
Yeah.
Especially
And
at
when they're
pay-per-
defending the titles, they also win. So, are we really going to see the Usos be dethroned at SummerSlam?
It depends.
No.
I think if Roman loses, Usos might lose as well.
Yeah.
I doubt
Okay,
Roman.
but
is
So
it's
then
gonna
they all
lose,
lose the
but
gold.
Yeah, I mean it's not like
I feel like
Roman's match
if
is
the
taking
Usos
place
lose-
before the tag match.
Oh, yeah. I feel like if the Usos lose, then they can start the downfall of the Bloodline storyline real quick.
I think if the Usos
That's what I
lose,
was about to get at.
if the Usos lose, we can expect a cash in. That's what I think later on. Because then I think,
Successful or failure?
because then I think
I
when they
want
all,
Successful or failure? That's not there.
So yeah,
Successful cash in or fail?
we'll
My
get there. We'll
question
get there.
is- My question is,
Yeah.
which one is going to happen sooner? The fall of the bloodline or the split of the street profits?
the
That
fall
was
Follow
of
the
the
determined
bloodline.
since the
Follow
match.
the bloodline.
I am not ready
Yeah.
for a street
Ain't no
profits
I'm not ready.
breakup.
No,
Ain't
I'm not
way.
ready for that either.
Ain't
It's
no
not
way.
time.
They need a proper
Ain't
run
no
of the titles
way.
again before they break up.
Ain't no way.
That's a
So,
breaking up
when
breaking
Roman
up tag
takes
teams is such
himself-
a Vince thing, guys. No. Breaking up tag teams when they don't need to be broken up is such a Vince thing. He's gone. He's retired. We don't need that kind of.
But why
booking
would you
anymore.
break up the bloodline? What sense does it make to break up the bloodline right now?
It depends on what Roman's
Because I-
contract is. If Roman's going to
Yeah.
disappear for another 4 or 5 months, it might be worth it to break them up. Then Roman disappears for a couple months, and when WrestleMania comes around, he has a different match. I don't know. I think that's what it all depends on Roman's contract.
But the Usos were the Usos even before teaming up with Roman.
They'll still be the Usos.
Exactly.
They'll still be the Usos.
Oh yeah,
Of course.
So they don't
I'm
need
just
to
like-
they don't need to drop the strap.
They need to.
No, but
But I think for the fall of the bloodline, they do.
Yeah.
in this
Because
case,
the way
kind of have to.
But the way I see it, right, guys, is that the bloodline needs to basically fall into like a bottomless pit of continuous despair, because the Usos, I say the Usos lose the titles first, right, and that sends Roman into a state of paranoia, which makes him more vicious, more violent, more savage, all just to keep himself on the top spot as the world champion. And now now the way they can do it is they can get the family, like the Samoan family, to have like a meeting and discuss Roman's descent into madness. And that's when they give a phone call to the only guy that could talk some sense into him, which is The Rock.
I could see that.
Oh, yeah.
From there,
I could see that.
and from there on, The Rock can either do two things. One, help Roman and calm him down and just set him straight. Or two, cost Roman everything he's built up to achieve now, and then we can build up to a match between those two next year at WrestleMania Hollywood. That's what I'm hoping for.
Sounds good to me.
WrestleMania is going to be on Philadelphia, not Hollywood.
That's
No,
the
that's
following
40.
year. That's
That's
the following year.
40. That's 40, Lalo. Next year is WrestleMania 39. Still in Hollywood.
So, yeah.
Okay, so next up we got Lashley versus Theory for the United States Championship. Lashley's winning.
Lashley. Everybody got
But-
beef with Theory. Even Dolph Ziggler got beef with Theory. So
Everybody's
I
smoking the
definitely
Theory
see
pack.
Ziggler playing a role in this match. So yeah.
Yeah. But
Lashley's
guys,
definitely
here's another thing. Have you guys noticed something whenever Lashley's in a match and big things happen afterward? Let me just take you back, because this point, man, I realized that after watching Bryson Talks Wrestling on TikTok. like you pointed out that at the Rumble, right? When Brock and Lashley had their big dream match, it wasn't really that good, but you know what I mean. But I digress. Lashley beat Lesnar, and then Lesnar went on to win the Royal Rumble. Now, Theory lost to Lashley at Money in the Bank, and then he went on to win the Money in the Bank match. Now, imagine Theory loses to Lashley again. What the hell would happen in the main event?
I don't think it affects the main event, but I get what you're saying. I fully get what you're saying.
It's like taking a loss to Lashley suddenly propels you to higher levels in WWE.
Yeah.
But you get the point, right?
I get the point. So we're all saying Lashley.
Lashley.
Daddy's not around anymore.
Lashley, they hate Austin.
Come on.
So,
Daddy's not here anymore. Daddy
Not
can't
here anymore.
Who's your
You will
dad?
get his revenge. Don't worry.
Watch.
Roman Reigns.
savage.
You will get his
Savage.
revenge. Yes.
Okay, so next we got Pat McAfee versus Happy Corbin.
Right.
I'm excited for this.
Everybody
I'm
loves
excited
Pat
for
McAfee.
this.
Come on now. Pat McAfee, he can wrestle against anybody. We've seen it at NXT. We saw it this year's WrestleMania.
Sicelo's
Yep.
face.
So yeah,
My guy
So,
doesn't
yeah.
look happy.
Pat McAfee. I guess Pat McAfee can take this dub. Simple as that.
I'm picking McAfee as well.
Everybody
Yeah,
loves
McAfee.
Pat McAfee. He's just
Yeah,
that
McAfee.
natural. He's just that lovable guy.
Sicelo, what's your
Exactly.
thoughts?
McAfee.
No, but you
Mac-
don't
I
look
don't wanna
happy
get
about the
into it.
match. You don't want to get into it.
Because it's not a SummerSlam match.
I see
They
what you're
could have
saying.
done it on SmackDown, and we wouldn't have missed it.
I
But
think
mean,
because
I
Pat
disagree.
McAfee brings a crowd. Because Pat
No, man.
McAfee brings a crowd, and he's hot. He's the hottest announcer. He's the most over announcer.
You literally just
Right
described a SummerSlam match. You said he's hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's not a
over.
wrestler. He's not a wrestler.
That's like telling me
Hey.
he doesn't deserve to
So
wrestle
you
at
watched
WrestleMania.
his Adam Cole match, and you're saying he's not a wrestler.
And you watch
Because
the
he's
War
not.
Games match of the same year, and you think it's not.
Because he's not.
No,
He
but
wrestles well, but he's not a wrestler. Put Gunther on the card. Put wrestlers on the card.
Yeah, I agree with that,
SummerSlam.
but that's not the point.
Hold up.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I remember
Okay.
There's still
It's
SmackDown.
SummerSlam.
There's
Come
still SmackDown this week, guys. We hopefully Gunther and Nakamura hopefully will be added to the card. And finally,
Probably not,
the
because there's
IC
McAfee
title
and
will be
Logan on the
defended.
Oh, man.
Let's hope. Let's hope. We all agree if
And
that
need the
happens,
IC title
that
back.
Gunther must win, right? We all agree.
Yes.
If it happens, Gunther
I'm
must
trying to
win.
see Gunther versus Lashley at Survivor Series. I'm trying to see that match.
Yeah.
I got a question because it's not on this list. Is Drew versus Sheamus announced for SummerSlam?
Oh,
Nah, it's on
yeah,
SmackDown.
Is it on SmackDown? So it's gonna
SmackDown.
get pushed to SummerSlam.
yeah,
We all know that's gonna happen. Someone's
Most
gonna
likely.
interfere because it's been pushed for about 3 weeks now.
But,
Where it
but
was
it's a
supposed to
Donnybrook
happen.
match. It's a Donnybrook match. There's no rules.
Okay, so it
There's
might
no
happen.
rules. So
I'm sure they'll
Yeah.
find a way to put it on SummerSlam.
They'll find a way.
They'll find a way.
It's the WWE. They'll find a goddamn way.
Okay,
uh
the main
Oh,
event.
and Drew's winning that match.
Yeah.
If it gets pushed
If
to
it-
SummerSlam.
If it gets,
Yes.
who's winning? The main event: Roman Reigns
Okay.
versus Brock Lesnar.
Oh,
last man standing.
Last man standing. You're right.
Austin
Now,
Versus
I want
Lesnar.
to start. I want to start.
All right.
Gentlemen, I am sick and tired of this feud. I will not lie to you guys. I'm
Me
sick
too,
and tired
yo.
of it.
We can
alright?
agree.
You're
I'm
not the only
done.
one. You're not the
I
only
am
one.
done. How many, like, all the one-on-one matches they've had with each other, and this is only the second one that is under a special stipulation rule. All right, there was
Yeah.
the steel cage at Greatest Royal Rumble, and now the Last Man Standing match. Now, I would have preferred to have seen the stipulation at WrestleMania. Then I would have been satisfied with this feud.
Yeah.
No. But at the time, I get it. Because they don't have a lot of credible people to face off with Roman. That part I understand. So I'm just hoping for a bloodbath, a violent fight, and Roman standing tall. I mean, and it's TV14, so they have to go out.
We definitely
They
gonna
have to
see
go
some
out.
violence.
Mm-hmm.
So-
They wouldn't
Definitely.
have placed SummerSlam as TV14 if they didn't plan on violence.
It went back to PG though. It went back to PG.
Oh, you saw
Wait.
Montez.
Yeah,
You
they
saw
changed
Montez
it.
bleed.
Son of a
You saw
bitch!
Montez bleed though.
We can't have nice things. We can't have nice things.
What
Oh, we saw blood on Raw.
So yeah,
But bottom line, Reigns. I'm picking Reigns.
Yeah.
Reigns.
Reigns. I think we all say Reigns,
Tribal Chief.
but then the next
Tribal
question:
Chief.
does
Those
Theory
Did
cash
you
in?
guys
Shit.
want the
Good
Usos
Lord,
to
man.
drop the titles because Reigns is leaving, but you don't want Reigns to drop the
We
title?
didn't say we
even
want.
though Reigns is leaving?
We were having a discussion.
Whoa!
We didn't say we want.
Yeah.
The thing is, I want Reigns to drop the titles, but not to Brock Lesnar. I want him to
Yes.
drop it to somebody else.
And not to
Somebody
Theory.
Theory.
deserving.
Drew
And somebody
McIntyre.
Someone who's
fresh
here.
and young.
Someone who's here.
Drew McIntyre.
Yeah. But most importantly,
The
guys,
plan is for him to win at Clash of the Castle.
I think Drew's
So,
gonna win the
yeah.
IC title at Clash of the Castle because he's been running in at live events on Gunther and Ricochet's matches.
but guys, the
What
main
are
thing
they
I
doing
want.
to McIntyre? God damn it!
I don't mind that.
Oh.
I don't mind that. If that means we get Cody towards the end of the year, Cody versus Reigns or Cody versus whoever. Because if Drew's got the title, we're not gonna get Cody versus Drew because they're both faces.
Yeah.
So I think
Okay,
that's
I-
the idea.
Okay, I understand now.
Just as long as this unified title business ends, all right.
I want
it didn't
Theory
make
to
sense on
cash
the
in.
road to WrestleMania. It doesn't make sense now.
I want Theory to cash in and win one of the titles. So
That's why.
they can
That's
let
what the
him think that
contract
he's won both.
stipulates.
Yeah, they can let him think that he's won both, and then next week on Raw, turns out he's only won one. Or
That is a dilemma because they need to split the titles
They need
again
to.
eventually.
they need to.
They have to. They really have to. Because, Jesus Christ. WWE put
Because
themselves in
not-
a pickle by unifying the tag titles and the world titles.
So-
This all started when they made this all started when they made Biggie lose at day one. That was a mistake from the beginning.
Big
all right?
mistake.
Yeah.
It was that loss that set everything out of
When
place.
Biggie lost, I was pissed.
Yo.
I was pissed off.
Bro,
So
bro.
so does Theory cash in? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Fail.
Is it a
You
success?
never know. He might
Is it
be
a
toying
success?
with us.
No.
I feel like it's early for
I
him
don't
to
know.
cash in. I feel like either he cashes in at SummerSlam, or he holds on to the briefcase and just cashes in another time. But if he cashes
Yeah,
in at
he's
SummerSlam,
probably-
I won't mind. I won't
These
mind.
guys are probably toying with us, so we'll just have to wait and see.
Mm,
Bottom
I
line,
agree.
the tribal chief, the head
It's
of
coming
the
out on
table,
top.
is gonna be the beast.
Yeah, I think so. I think Roman's
And-
gonna hold it all the way till Clash of the Castle, or no, all the way till Rumble or WrestleMania.
Or Mania.
Yeah.
Last man standing,
Oh,
last
man.
time ever. They may have
Please.
lied to us. They may have lied to us now when they said Cena versus Rock was once in a lifetime. But they better not lie to us when they say this is the last match between Reigns and Lesnar.
We trusting you, Triple
Oh,
H.
they'll-
We trusting you.
We
must
trust in the game.
By the way.
Hunter, we have our.
If you're watching this,
Please, don't fuck this up.
first of all, Mr.
You too,
Mr. Triple H,
Stephanie. Please don't.
Mr. Triple H, if you ever see this video, first of all, happy birthday. Second of all,
Happy
please
birthday,
do us
Hunter.
right. Please do it right.
Oh, man.
Please do the right thing.
Okay, so we're all
Please,
saying
for the love of
Roman,
God.
Roman out on top.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Cool.
Is that the
Tribal
card?
chief is taking
That's
the
our
sword.
predictions.
So far, that's
Alright,
the card, yeah.
cool. Let us know in the comments down below what you guys think. Who's going over? Who's taking which title? Who's winning which feud? And don't forget to follow all of us on our social media platforms. From myself, the South African Wrestling Observer. From Mr. MPKH, both filtered and unfiltered. From Ricardo, Mr. WrestleDrop. From MKM Wrestling Mulalo. And from the Fire of Pro Wrestling. It has been the Stomp Boys. These are SummerSlam predictions. And that was just too
Sweet.